Hello everybody and welcome back to Automobilista 2, where I'm just about to kick off a brand new championship. It is an 8-round championship, starting off with the Nürburgring running the Veedol, the correct chicane, then Alton Park International, then Monaco, then Spielberg, and then Daytona Road Course, because of course we have an American leg here, then Laguna Seca, which is good, and Long Beach, and then we wrap up at Spa-Francorchamps. So let's get stuck in here. I need to turn that down a bit because that hasn't gone well for me. But yes, we're off to a 40-minute race at the Nürburgring with the Veedol. I shall do qualifying so you don't have to watch it. Qualifying didn't go brilliantly. 8th, I was balked a bit on the final couple of laps, so that's not great. But it could be worse. Temperature-wise, we're looking okay here. Let's just have a quick once-over. We need more fuel. I did a GT4 championship before this one, and I ran out of fuel a couple of times, so I'm just going to be quite careful here. Let's just check and see. I think we might want to turn this down a bit, because I do experience a bit of brake locking. I've got no real idea what the tyre pressure should be. I'm just going to go as low as possible because it's cold as balls here. So, yeah, that looks about right to me. I mean, it's a GT4 car. It's quite limited with what you can do. You can do a bit of caster camber. Caster is just this weird thing where you've got your toes, you've got your bumps, and that's pretty much it. You can do a bit to the diff. You can't even... Can you just... Hang on. Can you just gears? I reckon you can't. It's a bit odd, but sometimes you can click on it. But yeah, that looks about right. So here we go. A 40-minute race around the Nürburgring GP Strecke with the Veedol. So here we are ready. Lights on. 1, 2, 3. Go, go, go. Away we are for this inaugural race. Into turn 1, and this is always going to be quite hairy with the braking here. Always fishy. But again, it's a 40-minute race. There is damage enabled here. So, yes, let's just try and be sensible here. We might drop a few positions. We just have to hope somebody's on my outside. Yep. Interesting interpretations of where the corner is there, I feel, from that Cayman. Although I did an interesting interpretation there as well. Now, initially, the tyre pressures are a bit wonky, and, well, temperatures, really. You're coming off some tyre heating, artificial heating, at the start, onto an actual generated from brakes and, obviously, you know, friction on the road. So it is a bit on the odd side right now with the temperature. So that's something to keep in mind here, brake. Don't know, brake yourself, sliding a bit there, but we gathered it up nicely. And then I went way early there out of the Mühlenbach curve. And he's right on my rear bumper as we go through the Michael Schumacher S, which is a corner that apparently SRO drivers don't know how to take without throwing gravel all over the road, which is weird because quite a lot of them do the NLS as well. So I suspect the series itself has to do some soul searching on that one, because that's not a problem in the NLS or indeed the Nürburgring 24 hours. But through that one, which I always forget what's called, but it's quite nice, and up here into the Advanbogen. Everybody wants a bogan, and Advan's got one, and now coming up to the proper chicane, the Veedol. See, much better. Doesn't have that awkward 90-degree left and right, and then up here into the hairpin at the top of the circuit. Now we just run through here down the front straight away. Oh, we got a bro up there. Got a McLaren bro. We're in 7th, so that's a positive sign. We just need to hang with these people and brake. Don't. Again, yeah, we've got a bit of brake locking here, which is, like I said, it's an issue for me. I either seem to get brake pressures very wrong in either direction. Either I get loads of locking, or I end up having no brake pressure at all and I can't race anybody because, you know, I can't stop in time. But that's not good. We just need to gather it in here a bit. Do a bit of traction control, and then bring brake pressures back a little bit as well. I think that might help us, or brake bias rather. Bring that back a bit. We just need to hang with these guys because this is 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd and 1st right in front of us. So if we can just not do that, for example. Oh, gee whiz, good thing nobody was up my inside there, but that's going to cost me time. So let's gather this up now. Let's focus down here, get our heads down, get a couple of good laps in. I always have to remember, we're not running in qualifying mode right here, so being very aggressive isn't going to work with a fuel load on board. Oh, just had a bit of twitch there. That's no good. It's no good. Just had a bit of a tank slap up. Got to leave the inside open there for those cars to go through. Gee whiz, somebody went around the outside, inside, outside. Somebody passed through the Veedol. I think we're going to be... Yeah, we start off with another Ginetta here. But no, we cleared it. And now here we are. Not nearly 3 wide into here. Brake. Let's see, Danny, what can we do out of this one? Giddy up! It's just a bit pointy for me, this car. So turn in a bit early. We just need to stabilise things a bit here now. Brake. I think being aggressive on that curbing isn't the smartest. Just let the car roll and settle, and then on the power through the Michael Schumacher rest. There we go. And to 3rd, clip the insiding, beautiful, right up to the exit curbing. Touch the brakes, let the car roll, and then gradually on the throttle through there. Good stuff. Here we go. This is what we need. Next gear, please. Thank you. Ah, look at that good run through the Veedol. Down into 2nd. We're going to see if he's forced wide. And then, oh, I don't know. Did I feed him out there? I don't think I did. So here we go, braking for that nasty hairpin. Oh, we're going to overshoot this. No, we're not. But it's very tricky. Like, the old layout here for the first sector is so much better, in my opinion. I don't really care much for this stadium section. It's a bit too tilted for me. Oh, that was terrible by me. What was I even thinking there? I just run the cut through that I use for the 24-hour races. So much better. That version is actually an R-Factor 2, and it's really nice to drive. Because it bypasses all the pointlessness of that stadium sector. It's sort of up there with Donington, the international one, that hairpinny bit of pointless extensions on a race circuit. We have got decent temperature. It's dropped a bit on our right hand side, but that's to be expected here. Oh, I turned down that traction control. I can feel that. It's not right. Now, see, I ran that person off there, but I didn't mean to. But they've got a pretty decent exit out there. Oh, here we are. So we're back where we started. Points for the top 10. Oh, that was a bit cheeky. Sorry. Didn't mean that. And brake. Whoa, you just parked it right there, mate. Gee whiz. And then you tried and chopped me, but I was too far up for that to work. Now I'm going to start feeding you off if you're going to race me like that. See how you like that? Okay, focus down. 31 minutes, 20 remaining. We just need to close the gap up there to the front pack. Temperature should be increasing as well, something to keep in mind. Ah, this is not good. Not what we need, not what we need. See, it's so easy to overdrive in that, and it just... It's just a bit pointy. I think the front end, which is very stock car of me, but the front end definitely feels too tight. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's really, really bad. Hey, guys. Oh, boy. So we're now out of the points. Just going to leave that. No, all right. You want to tuck in behind, fair dues. So let's try and get a climb back. Now we just need to get another 5 positions here and we're back into the points. No safety cars here, so we'll all have to race for it. Sorry about that. That was very rude of me, sir. Or madam. Individual. One thing this isn't as good as R Factor 2 is having the AI drivers have mixed names between genders, which is very, you know, come on, get with the times here, everybody. It's one of the nice things about R Factor 2 is you have got a pretty decent split between male and female names with the AI drivers, which is exactly the kind of stuff video games should promote, because it literally doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter to just make it so everybody feels like they're included, for crying out loud. That's lift off oversteer I'm struggling with through here, so I can't really adjust traction control because obviously you can't moderate your traction when you're not putting down any power. Just want to be careful through that one because it's very easy to overdo it. I don't know what that's called either. It's one of those weird corners. I think it's got names, but don't brake. Oh, here we go. I'm going to be stupid. Side by side through the Michael Schumacher S. This can't go wrong at all. We're leaving room on the inside. We made it through. I'm going to drop a position. No, I'm not. I'm going to brake. We're still side by side. Oh, he's... You absolute pig. How's this going to work out? Are we going to be three wide through the Advent Bogan contact, skidding sideways. Oh, crossed up. He's right out sideways. Oh, a bit of rubbing there. Cheers, sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, traction control needs to go up a bit. It's cold. Must remember it's cold, so tarmac's not really wanting to offer grip. Perhaps just apps as well, just to be safe. And brake. Oh dear, somebody's... Mate! What are you playing at? Do you want to not drill my arse, please? It's not that kind of German film. Again, you just gotta... patience, and I'm no patient man. That's too wide, surely. I'm gonna get... No? Okay, choose. Cheers, I can just run that wide. Brake. So that's 11th in front. So points are the cars up at brake. Into the Mühlenbach Kurve. Made it through there good. Michael Schumacher coming up. Okay, just be careful with the throttle run wide. You can use that runoff in there. Well, the astroturfing anyway. Now we're right up on 11th. That wasn't a good trip through that second part. There we go. Just need to set it up through the second part of the Veedol, and then we can just throw it up the inside there. And now we have the ideal line in here. We just got to be mindful of the Porsche might wanting to throw it up the inside of us. Ooh, but we get all sorts of crust up on the way into the How Cook. Now easy, just slowly on the throttle through here. Slowly, 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 slowly. Let the car run out. Good. That was bad, but you know. Now we need to close the gap up to the cars ahead. Just stay plugging at it here. You don't want to be touching that curbing in there, but I'm just impatient, so I turn in early. That was okay out of Mühlenbach. Oh, did I touch the brakes? I don't need to touch the brakes. Just right up there and then right out here, right over the astroturfing. That's the business. That's the business. Got a bit crossed up through there, but that was okay. If I can keep doing stuff like that, we might actually get close to the cars in front, which is the aim here. Just skid a bit there out of the final corner. That's okay. I like it. Feels good. I'm trying to lift off the throttle just a bit early through there to see if that'll help settle the car down a bit. Well, that back end is very frisky. It is the outside temperature, just 10.5 still. So, yeah. See that bit of counter steering I'm doing through there is just because I know I turned in a bit early and then I just corrected a bit and then it gets a bit off because you really shouldn't be doing that. Brake, I think it's, you don't want to brake just before that little grass dividing the two thingies. And then the car just got a bit weird there again. Let's focus here. I'm gonna get my head down now and just let you enjoy the sounds of the McLaren engine. Oh no! Bad! Bad, bad, bad. Oh! Maybe the ABS needs to be turned down a bit. Just let it slide so it doesn't tank slap as much. Missed the apex. Are we 3 by 3 in there? No, break. No. I just had a complete brain fart there. What's that? Come on, mate. That wasn't intentional, and I would have given it back if he hadn't dropped so far back. For now, I'm just happy we don't have a race director here who would actually punish that, because that wasn't 100% my fault. I got a Ginette to write up my chaff. We're in the points, we're even one position higher than we started, so just as a minimum, that is a positive given what's happened in this race. And they're up there with just under 15 minutes remaining. If I get some decent laps down, we might be able to catch them and grab a position or two towards the end of this. So let's see what we can do. Might need a bit more toe-in on the rears for this. That was a bit much. Weather for these races, all of them, has been set to random, so the game is picking all of the weather all by itself. So for any of these races, it could be literally anything. There's 4 blocks through this race, so in theory any 10 minutes the weather could change, but I'm not sure how it works with random weather. I felt like a decent final sector there. That's no good, is it? Oh, maybe it was. Right, fair dues. Oh, that car got all weird all of a sudden there. Oh boy. Know what I should check occasionally is whether or not the dead zone has been changed by the game. Because I've noticed that in the past with certain games, it does that if it's... I don't know why. I'm assuming it's some sort of USB ID thing that changes, and then it's like, oh, this is a completely new unit. Why did it do that? That's just pointless. Are they getting bigger in the distance? I feel like they are, you know. But we're not going to have enough time anyway to close that gap, are we? Pap. But you're not the Corvette. Weirdly, this week there's been a Corvette C3 sitting near my work. It's been damaged, waiting either for repairs or just to be collected after being assessed by insurance agents. Don't know. But I see it every day and I'm like, oh, it's a good car. They must sound nice. It says it's a Stingray, but I'm also aware that anybody could buy those and just put it on there like people do with BMW cars. Just buy an M sticker and put it on. Doesn't actually make it an M, but it looks like it is. Because there's somebody in my town who has one of the SUVs, which is a diesel, and I doubt that is an M. Because as far as I'm aware, M hasn't really done any diesel work. But I could be wrong, because again, I don't care about BMW. So, we definitely build a gap behind us. That's not what we need to be doing. Oh, that's stupid. That could cost me the race. Whew. Why did that happen? Because you're an idiot. That's correct. Third might be the right gear through there. The low end torque might help settle it through the corner. They're definitely getting bigger on this section. This is sort of where my benchmark is, just having a look to see how big they are. And they're growing. So you clip the inside curbing there, that just upset the car through there. That's no good. Rear tyres are starting to complain a bit, I fear. Let's not get near that pit thing, because that would hurt. I'm not that BMW driver from the Nürburgring 24 hours a couple of years ago that went into the end of the pit wall because his bonnet has flipped up and he couldn't see a thing. Still the most comical thing possibly ever in a motor race, because he was going about 20 kilometers an hour and just went straight for it like he aimed for it. It was incredible. He probably felt like a right tit after that, but everybody was laughing. Oh, thank you. Whoever you were, thank you. And obviously, you know, heartbreak, because it was in the morning, so I've been plugging along and then just does that. And it was a proper good thump as well, because obviously couldn't see a fucking thing, so I had no real way of noticing until they were upon the wall that they would hit it. Oh, gee whiz, that's a bit aggressive. Closing in again. They're growing. They're growing. I don't think it's growing enough. And just be patient, patient. On the throttle, fully on the throttle. There we go. Just lift off, let the car settle through the corner, steer in, throttle on, and then just full throttle through the second part. It's alright with the weight transfer from right to left. That's alright. Oh, that's a bit too fast in there. Yeah. Oh, it's in the wrong gear. That's probably why, yes. That would logically do that. Oh yeah, they're definitely growing, but we have 2 laps remaining in this race. So I don't think that gap's going to come down in that time. But it's never over until the fat lady's thrown the checkered flag in front of us. I've even started to figure out the stadium section, sort of. Oh, look at that. Yeah, right. That gap is going to come down. They are slowing each other up right now. Yep. And I'm overdriving like an absolute bastard. I like these guys because they don't have too much aero on them. Mate. That's just stupid. That's just me being distracted by my own thoughts and throw away more points because I'm a twat. Giant fucking twat. Fucking my ears are fucking labial. Fucking vulva fucking cunts. It was just pure stupidity. And I threw away a possible top 5 position because of it. See, they're too far away now as we commence the final lap of the race. Whoa, easy girl. Oh, this isn't over. That BM's got trouble. He's dropping back, and that's P6. Oh! I am robbing the line. No, Road America. This is what I am. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not. It was either that or spear that bastard's rear end. Hi. I wasn't a touch, but he bloody threw himself away from me. So back into 7th, that's a plus. Now the question remains, can we close this gap? No, we can't. We definitely can't. But you know what? This is a position gained from the start. I will take this. I will take this. That's all right. That's all right. So let's skip this cooldown lap and see where we ended up. We ended up 5 seconds off the lead, so that was entirely the lead battle, so that's good. Now, there's no point really in showing you the overall standings, so we're just going to leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.